Hey all, Matt here with Bobcat Bonsai, and today we are going to be taking the wire off of the little Christmas tree challenge that we did, because if you look real closely here, you can actually see the wire's already starting. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. If you see, the wire's actually starting to get bitten. The wire is starting to bite in already. So we need to get the wire off of here so that we can get it not leaving a bunch of scar tissue. I can see the sap and stuff already going around it as well, which is not great. So all I can do now is get this unwired, and well, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get to it. All right, so I feel like this is the best perspective for you here. I hope that you feel the same way as I'm going to work my way through here. I'm just going to begin, and I'm not really worried about the dead wood over there and getting the wire off of that as much as I am about what I have that's alive over here. So they say you should cut it, and that's probably not wrong. Well, I know it's not wrong, but wire is expensive. And I just don't have the money to just keep replacing it. Yeah, and as I'm unwrapping it, I can actually see where it's already starting to bite in, which is not awesome at all. But this little tree's actually doing way better than I thought. Can you guys believe? So we did this tree January 8th. Can you believe this tree's still alive after what I did to that other side, where I just completely shredded that one the other main trunk off of it? And I was like, we'll see how it does. Well, we're a little bit over a month in, and I can actually see the buds starting to swell. So to me, that's a positive. If the buds are swelling, that means the tree is not that unhappy with what I did to it. At least that's how I justified my means of what I did. I'm trying to understand how I went through and wired this thing. Do you ever, as you're learning things more and more, you go back and you question yourself on, like, why did I do this like this? This doesn't make any sense. Because I feel like I do that quite often. All right. So the fun part, we're just getting all these little wires off. And sorry if it seems like I'm rushing. I just know that I'm running very low on light for the day, so I need to get this done quickly, because as soon as I see it start to bite, I would rather address that issue right away than wait and have scarring to deal with later. I'm sure that makes sense to everybody, right? Nobody wants to deal with the scarring later. It's easier to just deal with having to rewire it. Well, not rewire, but I know, because of it being a conifer, that I am going to have to wire it a few times to get it to do exactly what I want. And that's fine. Actually, more or less because it's a spruce. And it's going to spring back, and that's okay. I'm completely okay with that. What I'm not okay with is having to clean up unnecessary scarring because I chose to try and hold something that I was going to have to rewire anyway. So I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to be redoing the wiring soon, or if I'm just going to give it a break for a little bit and let it try to push itself to get back healthy again, and then worry about wiring. The only reason I really did that initial wire was just to give it a cool little look. Since we were doing a whole go big thing, I figured I would go super big with it and just push the boundaries and see what I could get away with. And now that I feel like I got away with a decent amount, I feel like now it's time to go back and let it heal a little bit. Alright, so that's the tiny wire off now. That's off of everything. I guess if you wanted to see me unwire a tree, I could have just put the wiring of this tree in reverse and been like, here you go, this is my unwiring video. I don't know, I thought that was kind of funny. Maybe it wasn't though. Alright. So like I said, I'm going to leave this wire all on. I'm not overly concerned about this wire over here. I want to get this big wire off yet. Oh yeah, for sure. That bit really bad in a really short time. I'll give you a close-up here in a minute. Of the awful damage that it did. Alright, so that takes out the big wire right there. Alright, let me get you in here a little bit. That thing bit so bad right there. Didn't bite as bad there or here. You can still see a little bit, but wow. Did that bite hard right there. So that means that spot must have really tried to take some growth on. And we ran into a problem with that wire being so tight. Well, this is unfortunate, but hopefully we called it early enough that it's not going to be some major issue there, so we'll deal with that. Oh geez, I didn't have a hold of you very good. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, you should subscribe to my channel. And if you really enjoy my content, you should hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you.